What's up everyone, it's Adam from Life of Adam. Today I'm back with a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how to survive the final day of the lifeguarding course. You made it, you're at the final day, you did the pre-test, and now it's all about sealing the deal, passing the course, getting your lifeguard certification. So basically, I'm gonna tell you what the day is exactly gonna be like so that you'll know what to expect and you'll be able to pass everything you need to pass. Now, before I dive into this, if you guys are new to the channel, I make a bunch of lifeguarding videos about how to pass the pre-test, basically how to be successful during the course and how to be successful at your next job. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video to show your support to the channel and to also help my content reach more people so that they can become lifeguards as well. Now, the final day of the lifeguarding course is actually unique because you do all three parts. What I mean by three parts, I mean three phases. So you do the water skills, you do the CPR AED, and you do classroom work. So it's all three in the same day. And the order of it is you always start with the classroom work. At least that's what like most of my courses are. That's probably what most of you guys are gonna do. On your final day, you're gonna start off by being in the classroom and you're gonna be taking the written exam. So I remember I got there like 9 a.m. It was basically like 30 minutes of like chatting, just waiting for everyone to get there. And I did the exam from like 9:30 to like 11. So everyone's gonna sit down and take it. It's fresh in your mind, so I recommend that you review some notes. Get there maybe a little bit early, just get used to the room. Just remember some flashcards or just look at your notes one more time. The first thing you do right up front is the written exam. Now, as you guys know, I made videos in the past about how to study and how to survive the written exam. I'll link those down below in the description. It definitely helps to review terminology, know definitions. A lot of it's common sense, but you gotta be careful that you aren't super reliant on like Quizlet because the test updates over time and it's a little different. So you got to trust your instincts and just go with the safest option, the one that sounds the best. And it's a lot of it's common sense. But yeah, I'll link those videos down below if you want some tips on that. You take the final written exam, you need an 80% and higher to pass. It's very doable. And by this point in the course, you should know all this material. So it's very reasonable to pass this written exam. Now, after you do the written exam, most likely you'll have like a little bit of a break. And then after that break, you're going to be doing the CPR AED stuff like on the dummies. I remember we all waited in the hallway. The instructor would take one person at a time, bring you into a room. You'll have like an infant dummy, a child dummy, and an adult dummy. And what they'll do is that they'll give you a scenario. They'll walk you through it. So they'll say, okay, this is an adult right here. After you check pulse and breathing, after you assess the scene, you tell someone to call 911 after no response, he's gonna tell you, or she's gonna tell you, it's gonna be like, all right, this person has a pulse but is not breathing, and they expect you to begin rescue breathing, and then maybe you're doing rescue breathing for a little bit and they'll be like, you realize that the air is not going all the way through, the airway's clogged. So then you do it as like a choking victim, and then they'll be like, all right, this person now doesn't have a pulse, and then you kind of do CPR. So they'll basically give you a bunch of scenarios and they'll test you to make sure that you have a really strong understanding of when to do what and how you can do CPR and use the AED pad. So also bring an AED pad, you put it on the victim, on like a kid and an infant the right way, and they'll basically assess you and see if you can use it. Now, this is a little bit intimidating, especially if you're a little scared or if you're just kind of tired from taking the written test, but I guarantee if you kind of study everything together and you practice with like a pillow in your living room and just like practice the steps and you get it in your brain, it's very doable. I also have videos on this in the past, so I'll link those down below in the description if you want some advice about how to pass the CPR part of the final exam. So then everyone does this. You'll have a lot of downtime because most of the time it's one-on-one. So you basically be talking to other people in your class until it's your turn, or maybe you go early on and you just hang out and wait. But the ending part of the course, like after you do those two things, you're basically in the clear. You have like one more thing, and that's in the pool. So everyone's gonna get changed. This is usually like after lunch, or maybe you like eat something, have a snack break. Everyone goes in the water, and this is like the final time that you guys are all gonna be together in the lifeguarding course, and they're gonna give you scenarios. So your instructor's gonna be like, all right, Adam, it's your turn. This person just jumped in the pool in the deep end. He hit his head on the side. You gotta rescue them. And they're not gonna tell you what rescue or what technique to use. You just gotta kind of do it. And at this point, you gotta know like, okay, I gotta treat it like a head, neck, and spinal injury because they hit their head on the side. You gotta do the proper rescue technique, and basically your other like classmates will help you with the backboarding. But most of the time, you're not gonna like actually go through the whole backboarding. You're just gonna like do the rescue, and the instructor's gonna be like, okay, you're all set. It's basically he's just testing you, or she's just testing you to see if you know which rescue technique matches the situation, which is a very valuable skill to have when lifeguarding because you gotta know when to do what. So you're gonna basically rotate, and they're gonna test you on like different types of rescues, shallow water, deep water. They might do like one team backboarding one, but it's very rare because it takes a while. And at this point in the course, everyone passed the written and the CPR exam. So everyone's basically getting their certification. And then you do that for a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. You dry off, everyone changes, and basically that's the end of the course. And they'll say, okay, you should get your certification within the next 1 to 2 days or how long it is, and you have passed the lifeguarding course. So I hope this overview helps you guys prepare for the final day. Basically, once you do all of this, you're in the clear, you get your certification, and then you can start working as a lifeguard, which is pretty awesome. But just remember, this is the last day, so basically touch upon all 3 areas of being a lifeguard. So you gotta make sure at this point that everything's up to date in terms of like material that you absorb and like your brain is ready to go, because this is a tiring day, but once you do it, you'll feel very rewarded and you'll be very excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next upload. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.